Today, I'm going to explain to you Bitcoin in a totally different manner. What's going on, champions? It's your coach MJ back at you with another episode of Sats and Success. It's time for us to learn and grow, so let's go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Man, this is my favorite time of the year. Not only do I get a chance to talk Bitcoin and crypto with you, but I also get the chance to talk football with others. And I am a football fanatic. I'm a fall boy. I love this time of the year, the temperatures, the changing of the foliage all around. Words can't express how excited I am. I am so excited. Now, I'm not going to dive into football talk. I may use football analogies, being that it is football season from time to time, but I'm going to stick to the script, give you what you came here for, which is Bitcoin and crypto. Okay. Now, I had a conversation with somebody on Thursday, and in that conversation, they asked me what Bitcoin is. Now, if you have been in the space for a considerable amount of time, like I have, you've been asked that question on several occasions. It is one of the most hardest questions to answer, and I'll give you two reasons why. One, you can't just sit down with somebody over a cup of tea or coffee and explain Bitcoin. You need way more time than that. The second reason why it's hard to explain Bitcoin is because we as humans, the way we typically process something new that we're learning for the first time, we try to link it to comparison, something we've already done or experienced in our life. And there is simply nothing on the face of this earth that we can compare Bitcoin to. Nothing. It's like nothing we've ever seen. So today, instead of trying to go through the front door and explain to you what Bitcoin is, today I'm going to go in the back door and explain to you what Bitcoin is not. All right. Give you four things that Bitcoin is not. The first thing that Bitcoin is not, it's not just money. When people think of Bitcoin, hear of Bitcoin, the first thing they immediately think of it's money. It's not just money. Yes, it can be used as a medium of exchange. Absolutely. But it is also a store of value. Bitcoin is also freedom. Now, that right there is one of the reasons why you can't sit down with somebody over a cup of coffee and tea and try to explain Bitcoin, because you got to go deep down the rabbit hole to explain to someone so they understand why Bitcoin is freedom. All right, let's move on to the second thing. Bitcoin is not native to any one country. So, in the United States of America, if you want to transact with someone or a business, you have to use United States dollars, USD. If you want to transact with someone in China, you have to use the Chinese yuan. If you want to do business with someone in Germany and transact in Germany, you need to use the euro. Okay. So each country has their own currency that if you want to do business with or transact in, you have to use their currency. Bitcoin is global. It's not native to the United States or native to China or native to Germany. It is global, which means you can use it anywhere. I can go and transact in China. I can go transact in Germany. I can go transact in Mexico. I can use it anywhere. Okay. So it's not just native to one place, one country. The third thing that Bitcoin is not, and this is probably the most important thing, is that it's not centralized. It's not controlled by a group of individuals. And our governments around the world, the one thing that they want to do is control the money. Absolutely want to control the money. Mayor Rothschild said, "Give me control of the money. I care not who makes the rules." And because our fiat currencies are centralized, they're controlled by a few individuals at the top of the food chain. Bitcoin is not centralized, it's decentralized. No one controls it. No one. All right. And the last thing that Bitcoin is not, it's not a scam. See, the problem with Bitcoin is that it gets lumped in with all of these other altcoins and meme coins, many of who are scams. There are thousands upon thousands of coins out there. You got Pepe, Bonk. You got a coin out there called Fart Coin. Fart Coin. Okay. And so many of these meme coins, they are rug pulls. And there are a lot of people that have lost a lot of money gambling in the meme coin casino. Bitcoin is not a meme coin. Bitcoin is not an altcoin, an alternative coin like Ethereum or Solana or ADA or XRP. All right, which are, by the way, really good projects, very good projects. But people lump Bitcoin in with all the other altcoins and meme coins, and you can't do that. Fartcoin is not part of anybody's strategic reserve. Fartcoin is not having an application put in so that an ETF can be established. There's no conventions or conferences to explain and teach people about Fartcoin. Okay? But all of these things that I just mentioned is and continue to happen about Bitcoin. Okay? So those are four things that Bitcoin is not. It's not just money. It's not native to any one country. It's not centralized. And people, it's not a scam. Okay? So I hope that this helps you understand it better as we move on down this journey over the next couple of weeks and months. I'll go in through the front door and I'll better explain to you exactly what Bitcoin is as adoption continues to take place all over the globe. I don't want you to be left behind, and I don't want you to stay on zero. I want you to understand what this beautiful, beautiful piece of technology is that's going to revolutionize and change the way we do everything. Bitcoin and blockchain, it's here, and it ain't going anywhere. That's all I got for you here on today. I got to go in and watch some football, and more football. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and enjoy some time with your friends and family. Be blessed. We'll see you on Monday for Motivational Monday. Peace.